Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're so well. It has been a while since we've done a video like this. I hope you guys are really well. Obviously I speak to you every single Sunday, so you know how I'm doing. You literally know what I do every day. I just wanted to do like a pre-intro of me with makeup on so that it wasn't like a really harsh, whoa, that's a naked face. We're doing makeup. We're talking about my favourite products of last year as well as this January. I'm not going to be doing a Project 10 Pan update in this video because very excitingly, I've actually completed Project 10 Pan. I will be filming a whole video on it, talking about my experience with it, as well as potentially making it a beauty haul of like the products that I have been desperate to try for the past 2 years that I wasn't allowed to buy anything. So yeah, that interests you, let me know. So yeah, I thought I'd pop on and say that before I start the second intro, where the lighting will be different and I'm not gonna be wearing any makeup. So thanks for clicking this video. I hope you enjoy it and I'll see you at the end. Oh, hi. Long time no sit down. Am I right? Am I right? How are we? How are we doing? Grab yourself a cuppa. This might be a long video. This is my first kind of proper video of 2022. As you will have seen, I took the end of last year and the beginning of this year very slow when it comes to my kind of professional like setup videos. I was just feeling really uninspired and lost, to be honest, with my channel. And I found like the vlogs were just my happy place and I loved making them. But I do love making these kind of higher quality, nicely edited videos, and I'm excited to start bringing them back. So I thought that I would start with a kind of 2021 favorites slash January 2022 favorites video in a slightly different style. Obviously I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I thought I would just basically do my everyday makeup, which have been my 2021 slash January 2022 favorites. Put them on my face with you guys. So it's like 3 videos in one. My January favorites, my 2021 favorites, and my current everyday makeup routine. Make up for some lost time. Somehow try and catch up a little bit before I start making other content, because, you know, I want to bring back my monthly favorites videos because I stopped doing those in like August of last year, and you know, it's already the end of January, so I'm already behind with those. Show you guys how I've been doing my makeup because she's become a basic bitch, okay? My makeup routine is I have a day makeup and I have a nighttime makeup. Those are the 2 looks that I go between. So I'm gonna do my daytime today and then I might do like my date night evening makeup in like a few weeks time if that's something that you'd like to see. Maybe like a date get ready with me if I have a date. We'll see. I hope you guys are looking forward to more kind of main channel style videos. I have some styling videos that I'd quite like to do to bring back some fashion, maybe talk about what's in my wardrobe at the moment. Obviously there's fitness content coming. Yeah, I just want to start pouring some love and some effort back into my channel after quite a long and needed hiatus, I'm not gonna lie. The end of last year was pretty rough for me. Without further ado, these are my favorites from January 2022. Also my favorites from 2021. I've written down all of my favorites, like favorites from last year. Long rambly intro over. Let's do some makeup. Let's zoom in. Okay, a bit too zoomed in. Let's step it back. Hope the lighting's okay. I'm rusty, man. I am rusty as hell. So first things first, I'm gonna pop on some moisturizer. I've already washed my face, etc. But I like to put my moisturizer just before I put on my primer. So I think my favorite from this year was the Eucerin Hyaluron Filler 3 times Effect Daily Moisturizer, because it's got SPF, it's really hydrating and moisturizing and sits really lovely under your makeup. And I am making my way through this. Next, brows. So 2021 for me was the year of the soap brow. I fell in love with it and I can't imagine doing my brows any other way. This is just from More. It's like any bar of soap. And I take my setting spray, a couple of spritz, and a spoolie. Honestly, I've become a makeup bag person. All of the products that I use fit in a makeup bag. Like, Project 10 Pan has made me a changed woman. I just take a spoolie and I sud it up and I just run the soap through the brow initially just to coat the hairs, because it's, you know, it's still wet, so it's not gonna set yet. But you wanna make sure that the hairs are completely coated so that you don't have any like sticking up, because that does happen sometimes and it looks ridiculous. Basically just keep brushing them where you want them and you'll start to feel the soap drying, and that is when you can really put them where you want them. So whatever shape you like. And honestly, it's crazy how much more hair it looks like you have when you use this technique, because obviously you're brushing them upwards, which gives your brow the height. That has my brows have no product, like pencil or anything in them. They are just so much thicker. That's why I love soap brows so much. It seems like faff, but it's honestly, once you've got the hang of it, it's so quick. And I get asked all the time, like in clubs and out and about, like where I got my brows laminated. And I don't have them laminated. I just stick them down, stick them myself with soap. And we leave it there for now. Okay, my favorite face primer of the year was the Nars Natural Radiant, which I believe was my favorite last year as well. But this is completely empty. I'm gonna see whether I can, oh. That's a whole use. That is literally the last use. This also has SPF 35 in it as well, which is great. I wouldn't use this as your primary SPF, but you know, it never hurts to double up on your protection. It is such a stunning primer that doesn't make your skin greasy or oily, but it does just kind of promote a lovely glow kind of throughout the day, but really helps your makeup to stick. I love this one. A big favorite was the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is in the shade 4 Medium. Honestly, not a day goes by that I don't use this, if I'm wearing makeup, obviously. But even if I'm not wearing makeup, sometimes I just wear it on its own and it just gives your skin a little bit of an even feel and glow without it being foundation. But what I do is pop this on the tops of my cheekbones, as well as on my forehead, a little bit on my chin. It's such a beautiful product. Like, I don't have anything like it. It's really sheer, but it mixes beautifully with your foundation, which is what I'm gonna do now. So my two favorite foundations of the year were definitely the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, which I talk about all the time. I love this foundation. Or the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, which is also stunning. They're both full coverage, kind of semi-matte, semi-radiant finishes, like a medium kind of natural finish in my opinion, especially if you mix it with these glowy products, it's more on the glowy side. The Nars, I wear the shade Stromboli, and the Hourglass, I wear the shade Golden Natural. I think I'm gonna go for the Hourglass today, you know? You've seen me use the Nars so many times. Let's go for Hourglass. That brush is filthy. My preferred method of applying this, rather than just drawing it on, is actually to take my buffing brush and buff it from the stick. I feel like it makes it much more even, rather than like drawing a line and then trying to blend out a line. It just diffuses the product better, obviously, bringing it down my neck. Sorry if the lighting starts to get a bit dark. It is, I mean, it's 2:30 in the afternoon and it's practically dark outside. Love this time of year. Maybe I'll lighten things up a bit. Is that too bright? Sorry if that made it worse. I blend the foundation into the Hollywood Flawless filter, but kind of keep the Hollywood Flawless to the top where I applied it so that I don't have like a super shiny contour line or anything like that. Barely need to use any product with this foundation, which I love. So it gives you like a really lovely coverage, but doesn't look super, super heavy. And with my fake tan, this shade is so nice. I hope you can see that finish. It's not completely matte, but it's not like crazy shiny. My two favorite concealers of the year were the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is great for breakouts and blemishes, and it just has the most amazing full coverage, matte finish, lasts all day. And because it's matte, it doesn't highlight the blemish, so it really works to hide it. For under my eyes, I loved the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Macadamia. For my breakouts, I just go in with the Nars. My skin this year has probably been the worst it's ever been. Just as a general theme for the whole year, it has just not been happy. So I've been using quite a lot of this year. This shade, what shade is it? Praline. Matches my foundation really well. So again, it doesn't highlight, it just blends in. And I also take it around my nose. Hide any redness over there. I like using like a cream concealer for blemishes because you can be more precise. Like I don't need loads of coverage all over. I just need it exactly where the breakout is. And then under my eyes, I go in with the Jouer, which is a couple of shades lighter, but not like crazy, crazy light. I don't like mentally highlight these days. It's just a couple of steps lighter. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. I am hungry. I don't use anywhere near as much concealer as I used to. To be fair, my makeup in general is generally quite a lot lighter than it used to be. I mean, I know for some people they'll look at this and be like, that is a lot of makeup, but for me, and for the OGs who have followed me since like, I did makeup on my channel, I've really stepped it back. And I have been loving the Real Techniques complexion sponge, whatever it's called, the Real Techniques sponge. Even when I am using a brush, I'd still like to go in with a damp sponge because I do just find it helps everything like mesh and meld together. My favorite powder of the year, and I think for many years, is the Laura Mercier. This is actually the shade Honey, but their translucent setting powder, the original, the honey one, whichever one I grab, I use both. I kind of bake, like it's not really baking because I don't keep it on for long and I barely really use that much, but I really push the powder in so that it kind of blends any creasing as it sets. I also push it into my nose, as well as anywhere that I've put quite a bit of concealer, as well as on my lids. And this powder just makes your skin look so flawless. Like, I feel like it is the most famous powder in the world, so I don't really need to tell you about it. But honestly, if you struggle with enlarged pores, give this a go because it just smooths them out. They just disappear. They're like, pores, we don't know her. See you later. Peace out, pores. Time to finish these brows because they look ridiculous. If something ain't broke, don't fix it. Benefit brow products have been my favorite for like 5 years. I used Cabral in the shade 3 just to fill in the front hairs here that are a little bit lacking. I literally just do a few hairs and just mimic my real ones. And then just a little bit here, just to give it a bit more shape. Honestly, that's it. That is it. Do you remember how long it used to take me to do my bloody eyebrows? I used to fill them in like nothing else. And now, soap brows, man, they will change. Once you get the hang of it, it will change your life. So something I learned early doors with soap brows is you need to set them with something waterproof, because if you go out in the rain or you sweat, soap is made to sud, so it will just break down on your face and then lose the hold. So I use the brain fart. So I use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter on top, and this is what gives it the kind of laminated look, because it sets almost shiny and just makes your brows look freshly laminated. Need I say more? Benefit Hoola Bronzer has been the love of my life since I discovered nose contour all those years ago. I have finished so many Hoolas. I use the Nars Eater brush to contour my nose, and I do it every day, and it will forever be my favorite. The Eater brush is so good for your nose contour. It just does it for you. Whoop. And I also bring it right under the brow and blend it through my nose bridge so that it doesn't look too random. And then I take my Laura Mercier powder once more and I clean it up just so that it doesn't look too insane. And it just kind of helps to blur the edges a little bit. So a huge favorite from last year and this year was Huda Beauty's Tantor. I used the shade Light. I don't use this during the day. This is like an evening thing for me, so I'm not gonna do it now. I've also already set my face, but when I film my like evening makeup look, I'll use this. But it's a really pigmented, very intense cream contour, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorites of all time. You use such a minuscule amount, but it literally looks like it's never been touched. It's excellent. So yeah, I'm not gonna use it now, but just so you know, that's my favorite cream bronzer of this year. But my favorite bronzer of the year is Hoola Caramel again. Hoola Caramel is just the warmer sister to Hoola. I used to wear like 5 different bronzers, and now I just whack this one on, call it a day. And I like it because it's warm but not too warm, and it's perfect for every day. Get rid of that double chin. Just kidding, there's no getting rid of that at the moment, which is in full force right now. It's gonna take more than bronzer to get rid of that. And that's literally it for bronzer now. Like a light bronze, a chisel, a contour, and then I use that same brush to blend away the powder on my nose, and that just helps to soften it even more and just add like a general warmth. My blush of the year has to go to Fenty Beauty. This is the cream blush in the shade Crush on Cupid. It looks absolutely disgusting, look at that. This works well on top of powdered skin, obviously just foundation. Also on its own, like bare skin, it's nice if you just want to add a little flush. And I go a bit blush heavy. I love blush. This year I fell in love with blush. Look how pretty. After you've powdered, it's nice to add a little bit of the glow back with another cream product. Pretty. It's such a nice color. It's like a proper hot pink, but with like a raspberry undertone rather than a blue undertone. So it's quite a warm, natural looking flush rather than like a really fake like bubblegum pink blush, which I also love. Don't get me wrong, that's not me shitting on bubblegum pink, but it's like a nice everyday natural blush, you know? I then go in with the Nars Orgasm X palette, which has 2 of my favorite products of the year in. It has Orgasm X, as well as the Orgasm Highlight. This is the original Orgasm, which is also lovely, but I love this kind of coral undertone that the Orgasm X has. And I just really lightly, because it's really pigmented, go on top. And I know it looks really intense, don't worry, it will chill out in a minute. I then go back in with my bronzer, and I kind of buff that in, and I just find it helps it blend in a little bit better. And if you do ever feel like you've gone overboard, which I haven't, you can just take your sponge and blend it in. Rosy. For my eyeshadow, the palette of the year for me was the Vive palette, the original Vive palette. Some absolutely stunning, stunning colors in here, but honestly, I only really wear proper eyeshadow in the evenings. During the day, I actually just take my bronzer. I just use my Hoola Caramel and I put it all over my lid. I literally just buff it all the way in. Like the easiest thing ever. It takes no time. And then I also just take it really softly under the eye as well, just to add a bit of definition. But really not a lot. Oh my god, my stomach is rumbling. I need to eat really soon because I need to go to a spin class after this. I'm gonna literally put this on and then immediately take it off again. So my favorite liner in 2021 and also January 2022 was between the KVD Vegan Beauty liner and the Nabla Cereal liner. I never used to wear winged liner. Like, it's purely been this past year that I've basically worn it every single day. I don't know where it came from, why I suddenly started liking it so much, but now I feel like my face doesn't look right without it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna try and do a baby wing, but let's just see what happens, because you never know. As per, the wings are significantly bigger than I initially anticipated. They're also completely uneven. I said I was rusty, okay? I've not done my makeup on camera in a long time, so don't judge me, don't judge me. So close to the end here. I am now going to highlight. So, another Charlotte Tilbury product, my favorite, the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight, is such a beautiful highlighter. Like, it's so nice. I think it was also my favorite last year as well. I actually take it on my beauty blender. Oh, it's not turned on. Oh, it's so annoying though. The packaging does piss me off because you have to like twist it, but then it gets all over your fingers. It's worth it because it's stunning, but I just wish that that wasn't the case. And I push it. Look at that. Like, it's not shimmery. It just looks like an actual like glow on your skin. Bring it up onto the temple. Top a little. Look at that sheen. Ah! Oh my god. Stunning. And you can leave it there, but because I'm a little bit extra, I also go in with the powder highlight from the Orgasm palette. I don't always put it on my cheeks, but I do always put it in my inner corner. And a little bit on the brow bone. And I also highlight my nose. Because I'm feeling fruity, I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheeks as well. Just at the very top. You don't need to do both. Let's get crazy. Ooh, how you doing, NASA? Hope I'm not blinding you. Now that the base is done, I'm going to spritz my face before I do my mascara. So this is the Skin Proud Refresher Hydrating Face Mist. I'm not fussy about face mists, whichever one I have on hand. And that will just lock everything in. And again, you just want everything to mix and blend and look seamless and smooth. And I feel like really soaking your face and then letting it sit and like marry all the products together is the key to a flawless finish. So while that dries, I'm going to caffeinate. And now that's set, it's time to do mascara, and then it's just lips, and then we're finished, baby. I'm gonna curl my lashes. These are from Masked. They're honestly not very good. I should probably get a decent pair, but they do the job, you know. They do the damn do. La 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 la. There we go. My favorite mascaras of the year will not be a surprise to you, I don't think. It is these two, the Diego de la Palma and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. This is basically empty, so I'm going to use the Diego de la Palma, but I have switched between these two all year. They're both really volumizing, lengthening, sexualized mascaras. Honestly, I'm not wearing even as much mascara these days. I just do like a quick coat and leave it at that. I used to wear like 3 coats of mascara every day. I'm a new girl, you know. Sometimes I still do. It just depends how I'm feeling. Nice kind of fluttery lashes. My lip has been the same every single day, even really into the evening if I'm not wearing a red. Charlotte Tilbury Iconic? That sounds horrible. Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Cheat. Slightly overdraw my natural lip line. Such a nice nude. It adds definition. Wow, the lighting's just gone really orange. Sorry, the sun's reflecting and it's like made me go all funky colors. All funky colors. Nice, Emma. Yeah, no, it's made me bright orange. I promise I don't look bright orange in real life, but it's making me subconscious. So let me just bronze up my body. And then another Charlotte Tilbury product. A dumbbell just moved on its own. Oh my god, what? Honestly, I didn't touch anything. A 10-kilogram dumbbell just rolled on its own. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. This is Blushed Rose. These Charlotte Tilbury, like you can see how well loved mine is. Like the packaging looks disgusting. These Tinted Love lip tints have been my absolute favorites. I have worn one every day. This one and Bohemian Kiss are my favorites. Like, it's perfect. It's just the perfect everyday nude. It lasts so well. And that, my lovely amigos, that's my everyday makeup and my favorite product. Here is my finished makeup. This is honestly how I look all the time. It's nothing too heavy, for me at least. It feels very comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm not wearing any makeup, but that's to my standard. So yeah, that's my face. And here we are, back to this camera angle at the very end. Here's the finished look. I feel like it's pretty glam for every day, but it's not crazy. It's not too much, but I feel really confident with this makeup on. I can do it really quickly now. And if, you know, last minute someone wants to go out in the evening, it works. Sorry, my stomach, I hope you can't hear that. It can transition really easily into evening makeup as well. So it's just the perfect everyday look for me, and I love it, and I love these products so very much. I will be doing my regular monthly favorite videos, but yeah, this month just got a little bit lost in translation with 2021 and, you know, my mental health. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave any requests for videos that you would like to see from me down below. Obviously the vlogs are going to continue, but anything, if there's anything that you'd like to see, leave it down below and I will write them down and I'll go through them and I'll have a think and I'll see what is sparking inspiration in me, and I'll try and get some of them made for you, because I'm excited to get my creative mojo back. Honestly, I have not done this in so long and it feels really good. Like, it feels really nice and I've missed it, and who's texting me? So yeah, thank you again. Lots and lots of love. Have a great day and I'll see you very soon. Bye.